Then we move on to, I would say, arguably the best match of the night, and that was Dragon Lee versus Cedric Alexander. And there's just something about Dragon Lee that appeals to me. I don't know what it is, but I feel like he's probably attractive under that mask, you know? But anyway,
Harry though.
he's not. They don't all have to be hairy.
All right, I'm just saying.
John Cena's not hairy. Finn Balor's not hairy. Come on now.
Yeah, just John Cena.
So
Smooth.
based off of this match and the one that they had, I don't know, last week or the week before, people are calling for a best of 3 or a best of 5 between these two, because that's how good these two are. That's just I agree. And I, as the banner says, and I've been saying it anytime that anyone wants to ask, like, what do you think is a championship that WWE should bring back or whatever, I always say cruiserweight, because this is exactly why I feel like they need to have a better cruiserweight division than when they brought it back with 205 Live. I think that part of me feels like it flopped because it was a Vince thing, and Vince doesn't like the small guys. But there's a reason why people love to watch them, because they're so different, and it's like we don't get to see it a lot because they don't employ a ton of these smaller guys. But this was phenomenal and probably the best match of the night, as I said, and it's because they're both so good.
This is why the Cruiserweight Classic was a thing, and the way they do it to bring it back is steer into the skid with this new style, indie style, whatever you want to call it, and you just have it be WWE's version of the X Division, where you have these athletic, smaller guys do crazy stuff, because crazy stuff it comes after incredible build up and feuds and whatnot. I mean, this is why I really implore people to watch other stuff or be familiar with other stuff at least, because I see a lot of clips from Lucha Underground and those other Impact, and some of the moves those guys are doing are so good. Like, perfect example is Speedball Mike Bailey. He's absolutely incredible. Like, that'd be a perfect cruiserweight for this division, that he could hang with those two guys.
I
And
just saw clips of Dragon Lee versus Ospreay from like 4 years ago. That was crazy.
That'd be a banger match.
Yeah, I know.
And that's how you build up that type of cruiserweight wrestling again, is by just giving them this one match. See how the fans want a best of 5. All right, well, you have Adam Pearce make it official, or SmackDown, so Nick Aldis makes it official, and you do something that of a championship series or whatnot, and then see what it comes of it. I'm a big fan of it. I like your idea,
and I'm glad that. I mean, there's multiple reasons why I'm glad, but I'm glad that Triple H is in charge for situations like this, because Dragon Lee was killing it in NXT, and then they kind of tease him coming up to the main roster, but now we know it's for sure, like, he's actually a part of the SmackDown roster, and basically he's been on like every week since that happened. So I'm glad, because it's like, yeah, I want to see this dude on TV every week. I don't care if it's not the main event or like this really deep storyline yet. I don't care. He's so, like, you can't not watch when he's on TV. So I enjoy it, and I would like to see more of this happen, because Cedric Alexander also deserves to be on TV more, because I think people are looking over him a bit when it comes to this, because obviously Dragon Lee is Dragon Lee, and he established himself before he went to NXT, so people are much more familiar with him. But Cedric kills it too, and this guy had been sitting in the back for so long, and it's like he's out there putting on banger after banger after banger with Dragon Lee, who might be one of the best, high flyers, luchadors in the company, and Cedric's hanging with him. So I'm glad that he's been on TV recently, and that we're still getting like him versus Dragon Lee, because if this were Vince, this would not be happening at all.
Cruiserweight division could be great. Would be great. Not could, it would be great.